What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I am Mike Odyssey, and December 2nd finally came and went. And that means Assassin's Creed is now on Nintendo Switch 2. I know a lot of you have been playing it since March, but the real question is for Nintendo Switch fans, do we actually have a game that works well on Nintendo Switch 2? Well, I've spent the last 3 days playing it exclusively in dock mode on my TV to see how it holds up on the big screen, and honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's not perfect, and we definitely need to talk about the frame rate, but seeing feudal Japan blow up in a 4K display from a Nintendo console is pretty wild. I'm giving it a strong 8 out of 10, so let's break this down. But before, if you are new here, welcome. If you enjoyed reviews like this one, consider subscribing, clicking that bell so you're notified, and of course, leave a comment down below and join us in the community. All right, let's go ahead and get into this review for Assassin's Creed Shadows. You start as Naui, a young shinobi from the Iga province. The intro does an incredible job at setting the stakes. You're not just a random warrior, you are the daughter of Fujibayashi Nagato, a legendary shinobi master. There's a really heavy sequence early on where Nobunaga's forces invade Iga. Seeing Naui's home burning and the fate of her father sets up motivation for revenge perfectly. Then you have Yasuke. His intro offers a totally different perspective. He arrives as a slave with the Jesuit missionaries, and his rise to becoming a samurai under Nobunaga feels earned and gritty. The game does an incredible job contrasting Naui's desperate survival with Yasuke's sheer power. By the time their paths cross, you're fully invested in both of them. Now, let's talk visuals. Since I played entirely on TV, I got a really good look at the details. We know the Switch 2 isn't a PS5 Pro. We aren't getting the full ray tracing here, as Ubisoft used a backed global illusion solution to save memory, but on the big screen, the art direction really carries it. The HDR implementation in dock mode is fantastic. The lanterns in Kyoto at night pop right off the screen, and the blacks are surprisingly deep. The textures are sharp enough, and the DLSS upscaling is doing a lot of the heavy lifting to keep image looking crisp on a 4K set. You must see a little softness here in the distance compared to the high-end PC, but from the couch, I really couldn't tell. Okay, so real talk regarding performance. The game targets 30 frames per second, exploring the countryside feels smooth, and this is where playing on a modern TV really helps. The PS2 support for VRR, variable refresh rate, does a great job masking some of the minor dips. However, when things get chaotic, like fighting a dozen guards in a burning village, well, you feel the frame rates buckle a bit. Even with VRR, it gets a little chuggy in the dense cities too. It's not unplayable, but those ups and downs are there. I also had one hard crash about 6 minutes into the game, and not a big deal. The software just closed. It just gave me an error message. Thankfully, the autosave is generous, and hopefully it doesn't happen later on in the game. On the bright side, the gameplay feels fantastic on the Pro Controller. Switching between Naui's grappling hook, stealth, and Yasuke's smashing everything style is incredibly satisfying. While portable players get touchscreen features for the map, playing on a TV just feels more immersive for a world this big. You really get lost in the atmosphere. So the verdict, Assassin's Creed Shadows gets a solid 8 out of 10. If you've been waiting to play this on Nintendo hardware, this is a fantastic port. The HDR lights looks great on TV. The story grabs you immediately, and despite the frame rate hiccups, it's a great experience. All right, friends, that is the review. Let me know in the comments if you're picking it up. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Never give up and journey on. Peace.